Hey guys, so this is another Who to Some video, and this time around we have some really interesting choices, some very powerful choices actually. So let's just get to it. So this guy Guangju, I've always been a huge fan of Guangju. I have him +1. He gives mana to pretty much your entire green team. And if you have a few reds, you're going to get mana for them as well. But usually I use it on my mono green team. I bring him in because I want to bring in extra mana to the team. Because when I connect greens, I'm going to get mana, of course. But also if I connect red stones, I'm also going to get some nice amount of mana. So yeah, he's a very powerful hero in my opinion. He's able to fix your boards to actually get the mana that you actually need. And also when he goes off, he is going to create that little dragon stone that's actually gonna connect all the stones around it. So he's a really powerful hero. And not only that, I believe that he's the most powerful dispeller for green in the game, because it's not guaranteed, but it is a chance that he'll be able to dispel the entire team, or most of them at least, which is really super freaking important to get, guys, for sure. So yeah, Guangju, he's a very, very powerful, good option. Yeah, and he's a straight up upgrade to any green team for sure. So yeah, I really like Guangju for sure, guys. Now, I mean, the last time I said that Yuki was not a must-have hero, but yeah, she has vindicated herself like on her own. I mean, she has been terrorizing people, her on defense, like in so many different ways. It's not even funny. I still think that she's a very powerful hero. When she was released, I got her +5, but I wasn't ready to actually say that she's a must-have hero or not, because I wanted to see a little bit more of her. And yeah, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. She's definitely a must-have hero. You just need her at +1. That's the main thing. Her +3 is not so powerful. Her +5 is okay, but it'll only revive once. But in many fights, that's pretty much enough. So freezing your entire team and finishing off the job. So yeah. Yuki has been a menace on defense enough to say that she's a must-have for defense, specifically more for defense. On the attack, everywhere she's a must-have. I really love this hero for sure. I've never stopped using her. Every single time I play blue, I use her. Sometimes when I play Damon, I use her as well, and it's a really big upgrade for sure there guys, for sure. So if you're planning to get her, definitely get her to +1. Once you get her to +1, she becomes a monster of a hero in many, many different ways. Just make sure that she is well defended, because she's not exactly a really high defense hero, and she is a slow hero. So she needs to be protected until she actually goes off, or in a team that actually gives her mana, like Antia and things like that. And it's going to be a very, very big problem for the enemy for sure. Now, Z is the new hero, and I didn't do an update video because I don't really have a lot of footage for him. It's not really good footage, but still, that doesn't matter. I've seen him in action. This guy is an absolute monster. An absolute monster. It's like Apollo. It's like, yeah, everything. This guy does everything that you actually, everything that green needed. This guy does, really. If you get him to +1, he'll be able to protect you against enemy realm users in that situation, like Yuki's mentioned. By the way, green has so much problems with Yuki, it's not even funny. So now with Z, you won't be having that problem, because even though she's blue, you're gonna be frozen, you're gonna get destroyed. But with Z here, Z actually counteracts that realm of hers, and you'll be able to freely attack her and try to kill her. So super, super important. Also, green doesn't have a lot of options to counter stunning from Agony, so he is also an excellent counter to Agony as well. And Agony is a really big problem for green, so not anymore with Z. So yeah, you really need this hero. You're super powerful. On defense, you have to have him at +3, so he's able to revive and things like that. However, you would need a team that actually gives him mana, like Antia. We need to put him the most left side of the team so he can activate first, and so. And if you have him a +5, immunity to debuffs for the entire freaking team is a very, very powerful reason to have him on defense with an Antia team. Very powerful option. Being immune to debuffs is so powerful, guys. It's not even funny. So imagine you have him on the left. he activates. Everybody's immune to debuffs. And then you have a hero on the right, like Director N, making immune to stuns. Both of them together, pretty much your Alia and Mildred are gonna be immune to everything in the entire freaking game. So that is such an incredible interaction there in that situation. Obviously, your fifth hero is going to be a high damage one. So probably Raphael would be a good option instead of Director N, because Raphael will revive the damage here on your team. So yeah, that would be a very powerful interaction in my opinion for sure. So I do see a lot of potential for Z at +5 on defense. At lower levels, he's going to be less useful, but still. But yeah, on the attack, he's an absolute monster. He is the missing link for green, guys. I mean, yeah, every single turn that you actually pass, you're going to get 2 stones, you're going to get the extra HP, and yeah, it's so freaking powerful, guys. It's not even funny. I highly recommend to get this guy for sure. So yeah, it's pretty obvious my option here, guys. So anyway, let's talk about the 4 stars. Lion, I've never seen anybody use him. I've never seen any use for him, so I don't recommend to upgrade him too high in that situation, especially since he's so freaking squishy. Robert, on the other hand, he is an absolute monster in any green team. I still use him until this day when I use Tower of Illusion, which I only use like 2 heroes. And so he's going to hold the stone weapon. And then he's going to activate first, give extra attack to my most powerful green hero, and then destroy the enemy. Because that extra attack that he actually does is very useful in these situations for sure, guys. So very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. Entire illusion. And if you don't have Miranda, which by the way is in the shop, he is a must-have for you if you don't have Miranda. So let's see. Hugh Jackman over here. Yeah, I said it. Hugh Jackman over here. He's a pretty cool hero. He attacks fast and all that. If you want to, he's an amazing whip holder, by the way. This situation, because he is a strength hero, he's fast. So if you're free to play, if you want a good whip holder for your blue team, he definitely fits the bill. But outside of that, its damage is not very high, and the healing and shield, you have to stack it to be able to make it actually useful in that situation. But he's a good hero, but he's not like you have to have him. But he is definitely useful for sure, guys. And Asta has so many interactions, specifically with her faction. For example, especially with Yuki, because Yuki, you're going to have a lot of interactions with her. And in other words, Yuki and Asta, and of course Karma, which is gonna frickin' freeze everybody every single time that she goes off. I've seen that team on defense. It was pretty disgusting. If I wasn't like 70 more power, I would have lost that fight for sure. Plain freaking green, guys. Plain green. Another reason why you have to have Z for sure, guys. So yeah, Asta is a very good option if you're free to play and you want to actually play the freeze game with Karma. Very powerful stuff, guys. And something I forgot about to say, Yuki. Yuki, her realm is the Frosted. So in other words, if you have the realm up and you activate Karma, every single hero that is touched by Karma is going to be frozen. That is one of the most funnest interactions in the entire game, and nothing to play with. So on defense, I've seen it in action, and yeah, it's pretty disgusting, guys, for sure. Like, imagine playing with somebody and you can't do anything for like 3 freaking turns if your cleanser in your team is frozen. So yeah, that is very problematic, guys, for sure. Very powerful stuff from Yuki. So last but not least, Miriam here. I never thought Miriam as a bad hero. The thing is that she's slow, but still she does hit like a truck. When she actually goes off, she hits like a truck, because usually when you're playing blue, you're gonna have a bunch of buffs, and that's gonna multiply by 5. So this plus this, it's gonna do a good amount of damage there. And it is AoE damage, by the way. So, yeah, she's a pretty good hero in general. But since she is slow, I don't really recommend to focus too much on her. But if you're free to play, don't be afraid to use her. But usually, I wouldn't recommend to actually get her like your max level hero. No. But she's definitely a hero to have in the meantime when you get better heroes. And Jack... I really like Jack. I love his character design. Look at this thing. 3 mass, and turn to 1, and then 3 mass again. It's beautiful, man. But still, I've never seen any use for Jack in general, because he is so focused on eliminating green heroes that is such a problematic hero. That's a big problem for him. He's just like on the surface, just a little bit of damage, and that's not really good. And reduces a little bit of mana. Yeah, that's not very good. So yeah, I really don't recommend you to focus on this guy unless you're really wanting to fight versus a mono green team on defense, which in this game does not exist. There is no mono green yet. But once there is mono green, he'd probably be used for sure, because his silence is no joke, guys. Everybody getting silenced, that's pretty powerful stuff, guys. But nobody plays mono green on defense, so yeah, you're never gonna use him pretty much. And he is pretty squishy, by the way. So my top options in this situation for the 5 stars. I mean, these guys are all amazing options. If you decide on any of these, those are awesome options. Don't worry about it. But if you have to choose, and your hard-earned summons here, it's definitely going to be Z, guys. This is the first time that a new hero beats the 2 rerun heroes in my options here. Z counters Yuki, counters Agony, counters so many other heroes that it's not even funny. It's so powerful. Gives you stones every single freaking turn, just like Apollo. I mean, yeah, he's definitely going to be the top pick for sure out of all these 5 stars. Highly recommend to get him. Believe it or not, I've seen him in action, in videos, and on defense and things like that. And I'm very, 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 very impressed with him. I still haven't got him, so I'm going to try to get him here right now. Just see, because my summons is like the best. I mean, the worst of worst luck in this situation. I still don't get him, so yeah. I'm not going to waste my last stems here. Oh, this is... Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. One more time, and that's it. Oh, my God. See, remember that I got 2 dupes, and I went straight to pity pool. And now I have my guaranteed, and yeah, I really need this hero. I still don't have him. Such suffering, guys. Such suffering. But still, guys, Z is definitely the best option in this situation for sure. You're going to need him to be able to use your green team successfully against all teams that you're going to fight. All teams now, because you really need a realm counter against enemy teams realm for sure. I mean, enemy realm users for sure. So, number 1 option for sure. Now, Yuki's definitely my second option. Like, she is at +1. She is absolutely broken. You can do so much things with her on the attack, on defense, everywhere. She's definitely... And the thing is that when you use her versus bosses are going to go off slower. So you're able to actually hit them with direct damage more. Because the thing is that when you fight Valor bosses, the Valor boss goes off. He dispels all of your buffs, and then you have to start all over again. But since they do not activate so fast, that's going to make you have a few more turns with your maximum buffs, and you'll be able to do more damage for your team in general. So that's very powerful stuff, guys, for sure. Some bosses do freeze too, so yeah, very powerful stuff. So yeah, Yuki is definitely an excellent option. I highly recommend her to get in +1, and you're able to put on defense, attack, and all that good stuff. And finally, Guangju. Guangju is still an amazing hero. I love Guangju. However, the thing is with Guangju is that he's not so good on defense. And so compared to these 2 monsters of 5 stars, he has to be third. But still, if you get him to +1, you will not regret it. He's an amazing hero. He'll give mana to your entire team. Very highly recommended to actually get him as well. But if you have to choose, definitely it's going to be Z, guys. So my top options for 4 stars are for sure, Robert. Robert is going to be very useful, especially if you don't have Miranda. He is going to be very powerful for use. In Tower Illusions, I still use him, as I said. So, yeah, highly recommended hero. Excellent stone weapon holder. Not so much the whip, because you do want him to go off as much as possible and as soon as possible. So probably the stone weapon is the best option for him to actually grab there. And finally, the second one is definitely Asta between these. Asta is a very powerful hero. You'll be able to get her with her own faction, freezing, on defense, on the attacks. You'll be useful in that respect, in that situation. The other 4 stars, I don't really recommend them too much, except maybe Hugh, but he's not exactly like so powerful. You got to get him like quickly. So definitely these 2 heroes for sure, which are Robert and Asta. Alright guys, if you that's it for the video. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please leave them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.